Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you a T-RackS compressor tutorial, how like every other compressor out there. So they all function the same. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the compressor, how to understand compressor. Okay, so I have my audio track here. So in this particular audio track, we're going to be having some little dynamics. You can see we have some dynamic. And first of all, what is a compressor used for? A compressor is actually designed to manage dynamic. What is dynamic? Dynamic is just the difference between the tallest peak, the tallest waveform, and the shortest waveform. The tallest waveform and the shorter waveform. So the difference between this high signal and this low signal is called dynamic. So the human ear likes to process frequency in a consistent manner, in a consistent way. So the kind of frequency that we enjoy as humans is when the sound is consistent. So as you can see in this particular wave, you discover some of the peak are not consistent. So the compressor is actually used to treat this peak level, to be able to reduce this peak level, to make the sound sound equal and give it energy. So compressor tool is actually designed to do that, to make your sound, to control the dynamic of your sound and to give it a consistent sound. Okay, so whenever you record, naturally dynamics comes with your mix, and those dynamics, we don't just leave them like that, but rather we want to treat them so that the sound can have consistency and sound nice. And the reason why we actually do compression is to help us to increase loudness and balance of the audio. So in this T-RackS, we have compressors here. If you go to dynamics, so under dynamic, we now have compressors. So in this dynamic, we have different type of compressors. So all the compressors, they all do the same thing, although they have different phases. So I'm just going to bring in this one to show you how it works. So it's one of the compressor. So in the features of this compressor, you are seeing sidechain high pass frequency. So this particular knob here is more like an equalizer. It helps to remove, if you have excessive low end, it helps you to remove excessive low end and increases the high frequency. So here is also an attack tool. This attack tool helps you to manage your frequency. So at the frequency that passes through, and the frequency the frequency that will be allowed to pass through is what this particular knob controls. So here is the frequency that has already passed through. How do you want it to stretch or short? So if you want it to be stretched or short, you have to actually use this particular tool. So this is the stereo enhancer. So this is actually a duplicator tool. What it does, it's help you to expand your sound, help you to separate your sound and expand it into both left and right. So by so doing, you cannot have space in your mix, and your mix can have space to breathe and sound well. So we'll have the ratio right here, which is the amount per second that you're going to be reducing. That's what this one does. Then we'll now have our input. So in our input here, we actually have what's called threshold, an automatic threshold. Threshold is also built inside this particular tool. So anytime you give it an input with the input ratio and it hits the threshold, you can see the threshold will become active, and there will not be reduction. From this meter, you can see the reduction of the frequency. So once the frequency hits the threshold will begin to kick down some of these dynamics. So this particular meter is to monitor how many dynamics that the threshold is removing. So if the threshold that you are removing is up to 5 dB, then you see here. So we're just going to start right away to show you how it works actually. So this compressor has just started kicking in. So this particular knob here, the ratio, then the output. So we're going to be treating the dynamic of this very sound. So what we need to do first is to play it. So as you can see, the sound is already loud enough, and it has begun to trigger the threshold. And what we have right now, the threshold is already giving out minus 3 dB reduction. It means that this particular dynamics that you are seeing here, all these tall peaks that you are seeing here, is reducing them by minus 3 dB. So we're going to adjust these. So I think to reduce this particular dynamic, I'm going to be reducing it for about -5 dB. So what you need to do is to increase the input drive. So I have a -5 dB. So with -5 dB, you are not actually crushing the whole sound. So 5 dB is very good enough to be able to give us a good management of the threshold. So with this attack, you see that whenever I bring the attack, when I bring the attack button down, the sound changes. So this attack button will now make the threshold be too critical on the sound. So what we're going to do to make it a little bit flexible, we have to increase the attack sound. Yeah, this helps to increase flexibility. So we're going to be checking before and after. So definitely we're going to match up the previous volume, original volume that came with the sound by using So as you can see, before, after. So you can see this. You can see the sound level is the same. So here you can be able to monitor your peak level. You can see the peak level is very high. So you can see your input level. The RMS level is low here. It's almost -1. The RMS level here is almost like -20. So this is how a compressor actually works. So let us also try other compressors in these T-RackS. So in this particular place, we have other compressors, and I'm just going to drag in another compressor. Let's see how it works. So I'm going to put off this particular one here. So this is another compressor. You can see this compressor also has attack features, has a release feature. So this is your limiter. This is your output. So inside this inbuilt, you have your limiter, your threshold automatically imbuted. Like we have that threshold. Now in this particular compressor, like we have this ratio sidechain, which are some of the features that this compressor came with. But this particular compressor do not come with any of those features, any of those extra features, but it does the same thing. So this compressor is also for treating what? Dynamic. So this VU meter here is also used to check in for the amount of dB that how your compressor is working and how many dynamic is treating off your sound. So we also have other features here like your G arrow, -8 off, your off button, then your meter is also here. So we're going to click in the G arrow. So right now let's work on this compressor. We'll have -3, we have 3% attack, and release is fair enough. So we're going to put on the compressor. Oh, sorry, I didn't put on the. So we're going to put on our compressor right here. So this is where our compressor is sounding. So I'm just going to match in the output. Here's our reset button. So what we are kicking that we are having -3 dB that this compressor is actually reducing. I like the 3-point ratio. So it makes it more pumpier. So guys, this is actually how this compressor works. So basically so I'm going to bring in another compressor. So we also have what's called multiband compressor. So the multiband compressor is of 3 bands. We have the high and we have the mid, we have the low. So you can see this is the threshold if you want to. So this particular compressor, or a limiter rather, also a compressor family, so also works the same way. You now have the equalizer here, the crossover. You have the crossover for equalizer, this for your low end and this for your high end. So anytime you want to shave off some frequency, you just simply use this, okay? So for example, also, so you can see I'm putting down the threshold. I'm trying to control the high end. And the high end has its individual level. So depending the area of the frequency that you have issues. So if you have issues on your high end, this is your level, which is your volume up, and your threshold. So if your dynamic is too loud or is too poor, all you simply do is to come here, increase the level depending the area you have, the band that you have problems. So this is what these 3 different bands is made of. So we're just going to do. So this particular button here is more like a saturator and also an extra volume. So this is your gain reduction that helps shows how many dB is reducing from. So I think we are bringing it down up to 3 dB dynamics. So we're just going to match up the volume. So guys, this is pretty much how this compressor works. So do well to subscribe to this channel and join our Telegram free music production group there, where we post regular videos on improving your skill in music production. So guys, this is how compressor works, and you do well to follow the step-by-step tutorial for you to achieve the same result I just did. So don't forget to watch the next video. The next video has a lot packed in it, so do well to watch the next video. See you guys.